So, what are the main obstacles in Europe at the moment to get this digital health system and care really in operation?
Two major hurdles that we're facing. One is related to the trust and security of our citizens. If we use their health data, if we have the electronic health record shared, how to ensure that there is no breach to their privacy, that the data integrity is guaranteed. All these are very important hurdles that we need to address, that I call trust and security a major thing. The second thing is that we need to address is the interoperability between electronic health records. If we want to have these records accessible by all citizens all across Europe, we have to have electronic health records that are interoperable all across Europe. The two main hurdles that we need to address. The first one, we have mid-September, not too long ago, issued a whole package on cybersecurity to reinforce the capacity of the Union to protect its citizens, to protect its businesses from cyber attacks. And that includes a complete new cybersecurity scheme to be addressed at the European level, a proposal for a cybersecurity certification scheme. It includes also measures to react to cyber attacks altogether, reinforcement of our operational capacity, and a proposal to reinforce our technology industrial capacity in cybersecurity. I hope with this we'll be able to protect our citizen businesses in terms of cyber breaches. That is one way to reassure our citizens that their health data and the data that they share or that is coming from the health professionals is not breached or attacked. The other point that is important is the flow of data, interoperability, as I mentioned. And there as well, we've been acting on this front. We have issued also mid-September a package on data with a regulation that ensures the free flow of data across Europe so that there is no restriction on data localization. It's a first step. We'll be coming in spring next year with a proposal also on the revision of the public sector information. It will be very important for health professionals and for the health sector. How to share the data, what are the rules for the exploitation of the data, something we're also working on. And in the area of health and health data, we have legislation that exists on cross-border rights of patients. And we're trying to see whether this legislation is sufficient to ensure cross-border access to electronic health records so that all our citizens can have access to this information. If not, we were ready to act to do more. This is something we're currently exploring, and we have announced in the midterm review of the digital single market, because all these issues are digital single market issues. We have announced in the midterm review in May this year that we will come by the end of the year. The Commission will come with a proposal to address three main issues regarding the health data and digital health and care. One is cross-border access to healthcare, or what is needed to make sure that this is ensured, cross-border access to health data. The second part is about making use of aggregated and anonymized health data for personalized medicine, for research. And the third is about getting more fluid interaction between the citizens, the patients, and the health professionals by providing more feedback and empowering the citizens to interact with the health system in general. This will come by the end of the year.
This medical data and people's privacy is in the very heart of this system.
Indeed.
Where does this skepticism come from?
It is normal that when you have that our citizens are concerned about the privacy of their health records. It's a normal thing. Who would not be? And given the number of cyber attacks that health systems around the world or general, all systems, including health systems, all digital systems, including health systems, are today facing. It's normal that our citizens take this very seriously today. And that's why we need to reinforce all the means to prevent cyber breaches, cyber attacks, to react to them and protect our citizens and businesses. It's normal, it's something that we need to act to if we want digital transformation of care and health to be generalized and to be accepted by our citizens.
It's quite funny that we Europeans, we really appreciate this free mobility. But at the same time, if you move to another country, your data, your maybe life-saving data doesn't come with you.
Totally right. Totally right. But we have to remind that we have put in place in the Union one of the most advanced data protection regulation, which is our GDPR, that should reassure our citizens that they are in control of this data. That's very important. And that's a major step forward. The GDPR gives us that possibility, or give the citizen the possibility to control their data. It's one thing that is important and applicable all across the Union. It's the first step to make sure that rules do not change when you cross borders. Now the next step is making sure that every citizen has access to electronic health record, and that access is also available across borders. There are major discrepancies between the member states. Here in Estonia, I know that every citizen has electronic health record, that health data is shared and it's fluid. Citizens have control of this data. We don't have this in all member states. So we need to bring everyone to the same level of availability of electronic health records, and then also make sure that these are available cross-border, across Europe.
Khalil Rouhana, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thanks.